good morning or evening. I'm your host, Solace Capricornus Andromeda. Or just so for convenience sake. It's me. So, as you might have heard, we've had a bit of a conundrum with the fact that nothing's working as per usual. I did not think this through very well. Did the camera not work? It's not even turning on. We'll see. And even then, it was super. I got something out of it and it's super laggy. Like, it's real. Hold up. We'll have to see. If not, we'll change the thing of the stream. It's no big deal. We've done it a million times before. Things don't go my way, so I know what to do. I didn't make a new placeholder thumbnail, though, so we're kind of fucked on that. However, we can't go over the fact that my entire artboard was cleared. Just randomly. Krita, like, did something where it deleted everything. So it's so cool, I can't fucking find anything anymore. Thank God I had everything backed up. But now I have no idea where anything is. I almost just lost my entire history as an artist. Krita is a bastard. Anyway, to do that, I don't know. We are not today. It's been going. It's a pleasure to see you. I tried out that new Tomodachi Live. I don't think I'm the demographic. It's very Sims-ish, and I'm not a big Sims person. I don't like social things and controlling characters. I mean, Tomodachi Life, I'd appreciate more because they just kind of do their own thing. You don't have to make the decisions. They just kind of go. Good of you. Well, you know. I gotta fix my sleep schedule. I mean, what can help with that is the fact that my local blast is now in California. It went from being about half an hour away for a week to being moved to, like, California. That's cool. If I canceled the order and reordered it, it would be here by now. Why? Because Amazon is a bastard and nothing can go my way. My camera fucking explodes. My light stops working. My order gets shipped to the wrong side of the country. There's a coiled phone snake in my face. And my entire artboard has been erased. I should fall asleep again this stream. Nah, go for it. Oh, let me get my, Alright, I think it's... We still got some setup to do to make sure it works. I got my reading glasses on. Alright, so... Cord. I'm so glad I bought this extra USB cord. It's been my cord for everything. It's my one for my car speaker. It's my one for my controllers. It's my one for my... This now. I don't know how people do this normally and just have a thing in their face, but there's now a phone snake in my face. It's basically a big suspension cord with a phone holder on the end of it. The 24 hours I did yesterday. That's good. That's not bad. Alright, let's see. I need something to put in front of my desktop camera when I start setting this up, because I swear to God it will turn on and dox me. I would put money on it. It's gonna fuck me over if I try to set this up regular, like a human being. That. Alright, let's see. What game is... Okay. Yeah. Look what happens to my fucking Krita window. Why would it do this? For what purpose? Alright, hold on. Just make sure that's in front of the camera. I think it was this one. Let's take the spare phone. Which, these phones are touted as having really, really good cameras. I keep getting ads for them all the time. Use this. Clamp that. Please don't fall over. Let's do it like that. I guess there's a little bit more setup here. Alright, let's just I need to move my drawing tablet out of the way. That's who cares about phone cameras. Well, for this specific purpose, well, VTubing phone cameras are supposedly really economical. Put that there. You can see glimpses of my adventure. I all of a sudden don't want to put anything, so. Put this little guy over here. Yeah, you following along? Do need this thing now. Alright, let's see. Ah. Man, it's been forever since I haven't had a drawing tablet on my desk. Fuck me. Oh no! It peeled my desk apart. Oh no. I heard my desk crack. I'm trying to hold up the weight of a fucking Google Pixel 6a. Which is the little one. You can show off your little trinkets. I don't want to... I'm scared to put anything else on my desk. Do this. And then on to webcam mode. Now we want the camera cover. Give me a second. Do this. Okay, okay, the only problem with the camera cover is I can no longer see anything. Android webcam. No, yeah, it's supposed to. Did it do anything? Is it going? Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, we're good. Okay, do you know what? We're just gonna delete that. Okay, hold on. This was working This is working badly a few hours ago. The thing in OBS where you press the thing for changes. I don't think so. Oh, that's probably why nothing was happening. It was my dummy phone decided to not do anything. Oh! Ah! Success! This fucking thing is gonna fall and kill me. This is right above my dick. Okay. It's like not straight. It's like askew and I hate it. Whose legs are those? Like Hakos bells or something. Fuck me and you. One of these is Hakos bells. It's a HoloLive on tour desk mat or something. Okay, do you know what? Here, let's see. How close is this? There is no more Calliope, unfortunately. Hold on. How close is this? Let's just... Alright, that's... Okay. Okay, well, let's put this to the back. It's so fucking stupid. I hate this. Let's do it right there. Let's not take up the Nico space. Are you fucking doxing my desk mat? I'd appreciate if you didn't dox my desk mat. You're gonna see my fucking hands the whole stream anyway. Who cares? Hold on. Let me grab a thing. Let me just make how close that looks really close. It's fine. We're not dealing with big miniatures today, I guess. I fucking throw my Grem across the screen to test the distance. Alright, hold on. Grem drive by. Hold on. Alright, we're good. Man, nobody want. Do I just stress ball? The knife off camera, tastefully. And then, right, we're good. You still have the sticker on your laptop, maybe? Do you not? If I bump it a little bit, the whole fucking thing shakes. Oh no, and it's right by my leg. If I move my leg, it'll clip it. You shut the fuck up about the sticker on my laptop. I need it. That HDMI. Alright. There's fallout for me. No, mine are in pristine condition. Oh, real life. Hell yeah. Because you know what we're doing today? Let me just put some dust off of it. Ah? Dire Chasm. Welcome in, Al. What's up, United Haven Go? It's a pleasure to see you. Dire Chasm. Let's get the fucking stress ball out of here. Yeah, it's really close up. We're just gonna have to live with it. Put the Grem back on the screen. Yep, we're gonna have to get used to seeing Soul's gamer grips, so we'll use the Grem to introduce the completely fake set of hands that I have that aren't real, because I'm a blue goat. So of course these are not my actual hands; they're fake. Oh Jesus Christ! I bumped it again. I need to stop doing that. It's because I'm wearing a coat too. Oh boy, hands! How dare you! I am, however, to cover up my bony wrist using my, hold on, my Narissa Ravencroft jacket. All of you shut up. However, I will say, doubling up here, unboxing stream. Technically unboxing stream? I technically opened it already to spray prime the miniature, the sprue boards. Ah! No, my glue. My trapezoid glue. Well, because you don't prime them, then the paint falls off eventually. Oh, you know what I should have done? While I was grabbing shit, I should have grabbed some flavor miniatures to fill up the side of the screen. Because I have some funny ones. I have Placid Smo. The Dark Souls ones are really funny because they're resin. If any part of the models are like heavy, the resin bends and it's really hard to bring it back. I just had no one say, "Hey, you shut up." Hey, that's too far. I'm doing streams for the love of the game, not for any actual reason. I can shut these down anytime. Because it's the only semblance of an art career I have. I may laugh about it, but it really hurts. You see how fucking harsh my ring light is. Anyways, we got those. We also have card packs. We can open them and pretend. Hey, stop mentioning the views, okay? Is that not daylight? No, it's ring light because this area is very dim, so my camera can't pick up my face for my VTubing. Dude, should Soul be bigger on the screen, maybe? This screen sucks. The camera's not in focus at all. Why not? Get in focus. Does that help? I have no idea. They're supposed to be just great. No, they're supposed to be teal, but I primed them black. I have black spray primer. So, let's see. Is there instructions behind all these card packs? Or am I just guessing? It is easy build. These are easy build ones, so I guess I might feel stupid if I don't know how to do it. Alright, let's get the mental health gram. Let's sit right there. You can steal all the focus because it's the only thing saturated. Graham, kill this man. If some of these are... Did it tell you on the box, maybe? I don't fucking know what pieces go to where. It must be somewhere. It must be somewhere, right? Oh, I have a knife. Do you think YouTube counts it as a knife if the top of the knife has been chipped off from an unfortunate cosplay incident? Do you think they, Question for the characters in the it's a Hololive thing. It's Kobo on this side where you can't see. Same with Muna. Then Ina, Bales, Yara? A pink one, I think maybe Roboco or someone. One of the pink ones with one of the pink ones with like the black or brown looking hair. And then the lamb one, I don't remember the name of. If her name is just like Lammy or something, then there's a lot of Hololive members. You show them that, just don't stab anyone. Okay, well, I've already done that. So I'm glad I'm afraid if I do this, like, the camera's shaking so much. This stand sucks. Okay, none of these were the thing that I was hoping for. Oh, there's a lore card, though. There's some lore. That's got like a little divider. Ice key. That sounds right. They sent me a postcard with Ina on it. Alright, let's just fucking fuck a wee ball. Oh, I should have grabbed the pliers. Or the sander or something. Shit, I'm stupid. Chad, I might have to run. Ah! Why are the bases on the spur boards? Alright, fuck it. Where are my wire cutters at? Yeah, this is a lot of me running around. Enjoy the support, Rem. He's here for you. Yippee! Anyone's how about it? There's 85 members of Hololive? Jesus. After they all left? Or is it including the ones that are gone too? Okay, let's see. Welcome in, Dread. How was your night today been going? Pleasure to see you. There's no way to get the camera any further back. If only there was a place to screw in my old mic stand. I could have used that, but I didn't. Ah. There we go. Now we're playing with fire. So there's supposed to be 6 Seraphon in here. These bases suck. They're not the weird, just like flat ply. Hold on, I have an old lizard man right here. There we go. God, this camera quality is so fucked. It's so fucked. We could try to fix it at some point. I just don't know how. Focus. Focus. Good food and stuff going over it. Like the Grim and the Lizard Man kiss. Chat, isn't the playing with my toys stream? Fuckers under my desk for so long. Fucking love this thing. Look at it. This affect the lore? Am I trying to fucking peel this off with my hands? I have a knife. I have a knife and a sample one. Let me try not to use the knife on my expensive mouse pad. Oh, but I'd like to use the knife on my expensive mouse pad, though. It's 17 hours to print the jumbo grid. Alright, this is how we'll do it. I keep punching the camera, I'm sorry. it's right in the way. It's like I'm like right here and it's like right here. I'm wrapping my arms around it. Okay, if only I knew who this belonged. I imagine this belongs to the big guy. We take a look. Take a look here. There's a big dude. And some other dudes. Without any butts. What does that mean? What are you doing? What are you up to? Are all Warhammer figures like this? No, they're usually much harder to build. These are all easy build. I'm just annoying. The thing is, it said it doesn't need glue, so I was very happy to not. Usually these side games all have easy builder. Like if you buy like a starting kit or whatever. Which they like just made a new one, and I'm pissed that it's Blood Angels. Because I would have been like Blood Angels specific, because I would have been a sucker for that back when I was into this. I love Blood Angels, they're so cool. They're like if Space Marines were vampires. We're insane vampires. You have to include the insane part. Here we go. Who's that VTuber that sometimes does live action streams with wearing a mirror ball on her head? That VTuber is sick as hell. Is that Cottontail? I think it's Cottontail. Yeah, you can't smell it, but it definitely smells like spray primer. I think I went a little too hard. By the way, this is basically all how Gundams are too. Actually, Gundams are way easier to take apart than these. Even easier that there's like 4+ Gundams, but they're all like model kits made by the Gunpla people, but they're Pokemon themed. Those ones slap. I'm hoping all these pieces are for the same characters. I didn't find any fucking instructions. Is it still in the box? How the fuck do I build these guys? they make kits, but they're all pricey. Eh. Okay, we seem to be building a Saurus War. We seem to almost have all the pieces of the Saurus War. So it's all good. I think I'm taking his hat apart right now. Ow. The spiky. Eat one of the pieces while he's not looking. No. How dare you? Come on. Oh, fuck. It's so sharp. Look at this. It's gonna puncture a hole in my paintbrush. It's gonna rip it apart. What is this? It's like a rake. What do I do with this? That might be all the pieces for that guy. Let's see. Gee, if only it came with like a fucking kidding me. It's stuck. That it might be a little stupid. Yeah, what have I done? Did I accidentally, when seeing what... It's fine. Don't Solace Capricornus me. Let's see, because this would go into one of these. This absolutely is Saurus. Why is there no instruction? This is like fucking 4 pieces. Oh, right there. Oh, that's what I need. This is what I need. Oh, baby. Alright, let's see. So, I think one of the things we don't have out yet. I think we're missing his back? No, we must have his back here somewhere. Which piece goes to which step? This one's step 3. Shut up, it's not silver. Stick it step 1. I'm not turning him into a terrain base. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucked up. Gotta turn it into a terrain base. At the very least, we shouldn't have any spare pieces because these are easy build. Ow. Which one is it? Oh, this is step 2. Alright. This is hat and what's terrain base? Yeah, this has like a texture to it. Regular bases don't. Or they don't have pegs or anything either. It's literally just like a flat piece of plastic. So like you like throw some like sand on there. And then it like makes it a... You just go, Fah! Put some fucking sand on it or something. Or like if you have a bunch of broken ass pieces, you go, why? Look at that. Like a, I don't know, hypothetically a broken Necron. You get a broken Necron, you can be angry that it's broken. No. Okay, step 1. Step 2, don't laugh. Feel your judgment. Why does his ass have a triangle on it? Dog, we're not doing this right now. Let me put together one of them. So usually this is the corporate VTuber thing of like wearing gloves or whatever. I don't know how to do this way. This is pissing me off. I'm the original Star Walker. Why do they all wear gloves? So you can't see their hands. So it's like they can't break the immersion. But I have one concurrent viewer, so I literally could not care. At most times, these two streams we're doing this week are our two lowest streams ever. Even compared to when I had 5 subscribers, I'm still doing like 6 times as good. When you couldn't understand or hear me. God fucking, this shit sucks. I'm afraid though it's gonna break. It's like not in the socket right. He's so spiky too. This would be easier if he wasn't the fucking sharpest thing I own. Is this entertainment? Like not together all the way in the setting. Do I have another flashlight, you think? Like I might have. Go together. I saw Mori Calliope do this on a live stream with a similar camera. If Mori Calliope can do this, then I can do it too. If Jesus Japaneses can do this, so can I. I think it's almost in. Stop hitting the camera. Don't know. Self-affirmation. The first time ever. That's why people should tune into this one. Come on. There we go. I need to buy another blade. I can't find the correct. I couldn't find the correct size in a short time though, and I just stopped looking. Why did it do that? That was the issue we were having earlier. If I were to explain the issue we were having earlier, that was it. There we go. You want me to be doxxed by this, right? That's the question, isn't it? Because occasionally, when this turned off, it was defaulting to my desktop camera. But I'm hoping, since my desktop camera's in use already, it won't do that. It's fine. It's already happened before. It won't happen again. Been real ballsy for you this stream. What do you mean it happened before? Well, like, the camera thing happened earlier, and Nico one-shot doxed me. I should have bought the U2's vinyl to put on my desk, so we can have a reminder. Reminder of what we could lose. Is this supposed to be like a middle section that I'm missing? Oh, fuck me, there is. What? Which thing is it? $26. Where's 26 at? Chat, there's no 26. Oh, it's right here. Come on. Already I'm such an idiot. Nobody warned me that he did have a torso. Did you break it a little? Gonna be so for real? Maybe. How did I already fuck it up? This is like classic soul antics. Where's my... There we go. Make this a little easier on me. Takes off a lot more primer, but who cares? Ow! Ah. God damn it. This chat, this stream is a bad idea. Okay, I can't even see where it's supposed to, like, slot into. Like, supposed to go, like... How does it even go in here? Well, seeing that I can't see anything, the painting is going to be inconsequential. Like, this light, between the lighting, between the ring light, like, I genuinely can't see anything. Like, I cannot see color right now. God, this plastic nib at the top. This stream was a bad idea. Are you blinded a little bit? by my unyielding rage. Using my big fat hands instead, I could just do this. Inadvisable, by the way. Don't do this, chat. Chat, total. This is so hype. Please do this. Oh. Oh, shit. Ow. They gotta have half a glove on. Did you stab yourself? In the glove. It's like the Winter Soldier. Okay, he's almost apart. It's gonna be equally as hard to get this back together, isn't it? Ah, there we go. Whee, there we go. How does this go? How does this go together? What do you mean no glue? This shit is not intentional. What is this bullshit? What do you mean it just goes in like that? This shit said no glue. This is a very glueable situation you put me in. Ow. Alright, fuck it. Hold on. Oh, this shit is hard. Oh, it smells like fumes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. This might be expired. The bug window, chat, it's snowing. I have more pressing concerns than the bug. Okay, it's just saying it just stays in like that. So, what if I just hold it? Okay, this side is the side with the hat. Okay. No, stop falling out. The Herculean effort it takes to get this piece of shit together. Fucking Seraphon. I can't even be mad at the old school Seraphon. Because they may have just, like, not had any holes for anything. You just had to, like, guess and just slap together like a... and just pretend it all worked out. This is fucking... ah! Okay, what if I just slap it in a little bit? Fucking... I genuinely cannot see it once it gets to a certain point. This stream sucks. Not as hard as the last stream, though. Shout out to pre-100 subbed Soul, playing a game that doesn't even exist anymore. A game that was so bad. A game that was so bad it couldn't even pay for its Steam license. Getting 28 views, whereas 400 something subbed Soul with an actual model, it's 25. Playing a real game that is emotionally very close to me. Dog, this is actually fucking impossible. Ah. Okay, yep. Oh, this shit's hard. Oh no, there's a breath of life. I win again, Sarah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please close. I can see why I kept that thing fucking locked in a case. That's why I couldn't find it, because I kept it locked in like a weird case. Like, yeah, no wonder. Dog, that's not good. Is that emblematic of me, though, that I need glue for easy build? It said no pliers necessary, too. That is offensive. I feel like the instructions were out of order. How is this next? How is this step next? He's getting grabbed by the spike at the top. This is half the enjoyment, by the way. Kill me. By the way, this camera's incredibly hot right now. Just a forewarning. It might explode. I can feel the heat coming off of it. Okay, like, actually, what happened? You get the body, you put the two halves of the body together, you put one arm in this side, one arm in this side, and the face in the face hole. This is not hard. What's with this whole fucking need to put the stomach in and then put the... And like, it's not going in because the socket's not... Sorry, it's the fumes that are getting to me. It's gonna blow up. It might blow up. Yeah, like... Is it upside down? No, it can't be. We can give him his little hat. The hat goes on easy, I bet. I reckon. What if I put it in, like, to this... Oh, shit. Bitch. I win. Honestly, I probably could have moved this to a different desk. Ow. It didn't hurt. This knife's not sharp in the slightest. Cut yourself. The camera's going to fall over before that happens. Don't worry. I'm gonna cut myself on this guy before I cut myself on the actual knife. He is so sharp. Let me just sand him down a little bit. You even break a knife. It was a cosplay incident. If I told you RULZ broke my knife, would you believe me? Then we could put him in the little thing. How does it want me to do it? I'm at the whim of the instructions. Was it when you choked yourself? No, that was the other cosplay. Right? I think it was. I'm getting my cosplay stories inflated. I think all these... I didn't spray myself in the RULZ one, though. That one was definitely the old one, because the old one had springs in it. The OC one, I guess. There we go. Look at him. Look how mean he is. So mean. I don't know what he's supposed to be. Is he supposed to be a Scar Captain? I don't know. So the head warrior. Yeah, all these mistakes. Oh no. Yeah, no, you're right. That was the RULZ one. Because I didn't have to sew the other one. Let's put him. How come we can get every fucking granule of my decrepit hands, but can't pick up a? They can't pick up like a single detail on any of these models. I bet you it tells me who he is in this. All right. We got to build the chameleon. I want to paint the chameleon. If we're gonna paint any of them tonight, it's gonna be this fucking chameleon. I like him. I even got my little painting stick that is officially branded. See, it stretches and you fit the base in it. See? And you can hold it like this so you don't get paint on yourself. It also lends very well to, if you paint the base rings separate from the actual base. Like for my actual Seraphon. I clearly haven't done the base yet, but I was thinking about just making rings of fluorescent blue. Like the little rings, just because it's like, it's the base. Like, I get the top part, but like the side parts don't matter. Like if you bring all your winter-based themed Seraphons to Greenland, it's not like gonna. Okay, so we need part 15. Chad, do you see it? Part. We need 14. So, I mean, I'll take 13 and this one? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Send him to the Has-Been Hotel. Oh, shoot! As much as I'd love to listen to an orchestral version of that, we can't do that. We can listen to the original though. We'll paint up the chameleon. Let's play the Clockwork Dancers. You will fight my clockwork. You will fight my ballet twin. You will fight my ballet twins and you will like it. Lister, thanks to you, I was able to get Lycon to Cinema 6. Whose head is this? I just realized this is a face. Is this you? Have you infiltrated my kit? Right there. And then to the side, there he goes. Any face reveal? Oh, that's the soul face review. Oh. Well, see if I have more stupid shit around my... Oh, it's all up there, though. When I go to grab the colors we'll need, I'll grab Flaccid Smo. Don't worry. Probably the heaviest miniature I own, but the funniest. Just show off your trinkets. They're related to the stream. It's because the resin models, they're not hollow like these. So like if a part's heavy and it's just sitting in the box for a while, it'll just weigh down the part. Yeah. So it's just a giant block of resin on the end of this tiny little twig hammer. It just bends. It's great. I also fucking love the Sif miniature, because it is genuinely just like a pound of resin. Because he has the base that's the entire Artorias tombstone. It's a great pose, but it's fucking hilarious. My favorite Warhammer character, Rem. Is this for anything? No. Why does he have a little flute? It's his little dart gun. Or his little blow dart. Which is to say, he may have a blow dart, but in this setting, if you were to play the humans, they have machine guns. If you played the humans in this exact miniature game, they have machine guns and bulletproof shields. The Stormcast Eternals have robot angel wings and lightning swords. Lumen Chris shows, how's your night today been going? Welcome to the weirdest stream I've ever done. The lizards have very interesting lore, though. Because apparently, so, kind of like how, you know how there's World of Warcraft, and then, like, it got updated, then they had a huge version switch, which warranted them to make, like, classic World of Warcraft because of how different it was? That's almost exactly how Age of Sigmar went, where it went from Warhammer Fantasy to Age of Sigmar. The lizard men are literally imports from this is literally from the original game. Because in lore, the end of the world happened, but the lizard men survived. And out of sheer bewilderment, the new gods who arose in the Age of Sigmar gave as much power as they could to the lizard men, which made them the Starborn Seraphon. Which made them the perfect fighting force to kill all demons. They do not need any higher grade technology, because they are so goddamn strong and good at what they do with what they already have, that there's literally no point to them evolving. They are magic too. They have a Jabba the Hutt on a flying space chair, who he flies on a space chair because he thinks the land is too tainted from the world he once knew. The new world is too tainted for him to lay his feet on it. The Goblin Lizard babies survived the nuclear bomb, yeah. So the demons from Warhammer 40k were born in the end of Warhammer Fantasy, which led to the End Times, which led to Age of Sigmar. So all of the 40k demons, these lizard men kicked the asses of. with blowpipes and clubs. With blowpipes and spiked clubs. If it ain't broke. Now my favorite, that's why my favorite will always be the fucking Croxagore. They're just these roided up fucking nightmares. They're just giant, buff, and just... They're giant, shirtless, buff, and just giant clubs. Like two-handed fucking hammers. That are the size of other units. Like one human is the size... is smaller than the Croxagore's hammer. Oh, look at that. Once you take away the fact that once you take away the dude that's made of needles, these are actually easy to build. Once you take away that one of the models is made with needles. 13? Okay. Lizard baby will be vaporized. One of the new models for the revamped Seraphon is literally just a bunch of snakes. Like regular ass snakes. It's like 4 regular snakes on a base plate. They introduced a new like start collecting. That's like a sub faction called the Sunbloods, where it's like where instead of being more well-rounded with like the big dinosaur and the Croxagore, it's more oriented to like fast pace and like horde play, where it's got more of like these tiny little like iguanas and skinks and all that. But instead of the big dinosaur, you get like this. You get like a little swampy dinosaur, and in the swampy dinosaur's unit is just a bunch of regular snakes and lizards. Like not fantasy. Like just regular snakes and lizards. They're fucking awesome. Which game are you talking about? Age of Sigmar. We can talk about 40k too. We can talk about 40k too. I just think Age of Sigmar is more funny. 40k is not as funny. And then we even question it. Which hole is this guy supposed to occupy? He's supposed to be in this one? He's supposed to be he's supposed to have a little plant too. And the fucking fumes of the spray. I need to turn on a fan because the fucking spray paint fumes are getting to me. Oh, here's the grass. I thought this was someone's hat. Look, once you see a star priest, you start thinking everything is a hat. Here's the little thing. The star priest gets his little crown of feathers, and you get the oracle who's wearing a weird little thing and his troglodyte. Wait, is this a hat? Motherfucker, this is a hat. I was right. Where'd this come from? Son of a bitch. This is a hat. Here's the plants. They're here. Room in Brooklyn. How's your night or David going? Welcome to Soul. Soul struggles to follow basic instructions. Well, the camera is violently shaking because it's on a suspension in front of me. Where would this go? I'm having a great time though. I hope we can all just like rectify that. Like I had to stop doing this when I started getting super busy. That was also a bit before I stopped streaming for a while. So this is like childhood stuff. I can find like my oldest models from like when we used to play D&D as kids. I still have them all on the shelf. Like a metal, like I have a fucking metal kobold. A fucking iron kobold from when we used to play D&D. Or like an old Space Marine where they're like 3 apples tall. Just move the Grim a little closer. I like him. We could just finish cooking us up dinner. Nice. The 2x4 contraption. I never get to use my little phone cord thing. My phone coil. Emotional support Grim. He is my emotional support Grim. He's the step up from the stress ball. Which is possibly the greatest thing I own. It's a PNG of a cat. Just a fucking JPEG of a cat. This is not custom bought. This is bought in a store. This is not custom crafted. This is in the wild. Tabby Ball. It's a fucking Slime Rancher character. Alright, so let's put the hat off to the side with that dude's head that we took off. Let's see. What does it say? Again, I can't tell what the... Is there custom stress balls? No idea. When I was talking about stress balls, the one stream, that's the kind of... That's what I'm referring to as the greatest thing ever made. Is that fucker. I think I prefer my preferred method of making ramen into a full meal. Oh, are you making this soup? Like a soup? Yeah, I still can't tell. I'm looking at everything. I cannot tell which way this needs to go together. This need to go... Dude, it's like perfectly fit in there, though. What does he even have an extra plant when the base is already so, like... What do you need more plants? Ugh. How do you put these things together? Okay, okay. So if this is what I like, is that the tall side? Or is this the tall side? It must be that this goes in here, because this is the hole that, like, fits in. Because that's, like, the side it goes in the best in. Oh, I love him, though. I have a cool idea for the chameleons. As soon as I saw that there were, like, chameleons in this box, I had a cool idea. So small. They are called miniatures. And we already made the big one. We already made the big Seraphon. Or the big Saurus. which I think he's on. We could get the other. I have like I have a real one that isn't from this weird easy build game that I think is supposed to be the same guy. This is not the music for this. Dun, 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 dun. I did not play Sparks of Hope. I did play the original though. Honestly, they're not bad for what they are. I just don't. They're just not like my. It's still Mario Rabbids, but they're not bad. Yeah, like what the fuck is this supposed to be? Why give me this plant? The chameleon guys. The big one's minions? No, they're all hyper-intelligent lizards. Lizard assassins that kill demons. The big ones are the only ones that have regular intelligence. People actually play this game. In terms of tabletop, Warhammer and Age of Sigmar both beat out D&D as the most played. I think? I might be wrong. But I know for war games specifically, the top two are Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Lizard Demon Hunters? Yeah. I watched a bit of Seraphon lore just because I forgot a lot of it. Because I knew the Lizard Man parts, I didn't know the Seraphon parts. And it's the jump from Old World to Age of Sigmar. The only surviving mortals were the Seraphon, or were the lizard people. So they were gifted by the gods to unite all the lizard species together under, like, the Star Blood. All the DLCs were were $8.99. That's probably a good deal because they're not bad games at all. They're just like if your kid wants to get into Fire Emblem, you get Mario Rabbids. It's like that kind of game. Let's put him here. I'm gonna go turn on a fan real quick, and in the process grab some colors and like a thing to lay down so I don't mess up my desk mat. Do people know what the rabbits are? Not anymore. First off, when do you think the last Rayman game was? Second, when do you think the last Rayman game that had the rabbits in it was? There's like Rayman 3D on the PS1 or some stupid shit like that. Alright, I'm gonna... Ouch. I'm taking off my Narissa jacket. Alright. So rabbit as fuck. Rabbits are... I think they're the superior minions when you want to make a comparison to something. If you call them a raving rabbit. If you call someone a raving rabbit, they get a lot more angry than if you call them a minion. Yeah, don't worry, I'm still here. Forgot I was still paint stripping stuff, so all my things were still laid out. Sorry. That was piercing my motherfucking soul, bro. How? What am I doing? Your soul? Like Solace, Capricornus, Andromeda? Like a piece of plastic embedded in my nails now. I just slashed myself. Hold on. So, we've been playing Dark Souls. Please watch those streams, they're fun. Even though I'm just kind of fucking around for a while. Look at that. Look at this fucking resin. It's so fucking... This is what I mean by resin miniatures are awesome. Look at it. Look at it. It's got the Looney Tune hammer. Go over here, Smo. I also have Ornstein, but he's not as funny. Is this supposed to be straight? Yeah, it's supposed to be Smo from Dark Souls. Of course, who can forget? When we were playing New Vegas, my good luck charm. I actually really like the way this one came out. Maybe we can get some focus on the cape here. I should really like the way the Courier 16. Because this is about when I was like running out of paints and stuff, and I was really like falling out of the hobby. I really like the way the Courier 6 came out. V1 from Ultra Killer Tinkerbell. I would imagine something from from fucking Ultra Kills. You painted that? Yeah. I have so many Fallout. I have so many Fallout miniatures for never having played that game. There's so many Fallout ones. Oh, do you know? If only I could just like take you over my shelf, where I have like all the ones for my. I didn't. Oh. I do have the non-easy build versions though of these guys, which I imagine these guys are like. This is the Scar Captain, who's probably the closest we're gonna get to this Seraphon. Ignore that one's primed in gray and one's primed in black. But yeah, it's pretty, like, aside from the building process, you really can't tell once they're actually made. So like these little, the like easy build stuff. The very spiky, yeah, I fucking was hurting my hands on this guy. So the easy build stuff, right now, they just released new 40k versions. So if you're gonna get into Warhammer, those little boxes are like $40 to $60 for like the little like getting started getting into Warhammer boxes. And you can even just buy like, it comes with 3 Marines and then all the colors for the faction for this version. So like you can buy like just Blood Angels starter kit or like Tyrannid starter kit or something, where it gives you all the colors you need, and then like a detail brush and then 3 Tyrannids or something. Like getting the most basic of the basic is pretty economical. And even if you're not in the Warhammer, Marvel Crisis Protocol is still pretty cheap, I think. That's one relative I'm super into. Where it's a game like this where you only need like 6 miniatures or whatever, but they're all much, like, larger. They're beefier. Actually, the Fallout game's the same way. Where you got, like, these beefier, more detailed miniatures. You don't have to rely on this guy. This fucking lizard, the old lizard head killed me. It's kind of therapeutic though once you get into it. We're about to get into painting here. Let me just put these. God, I forgot how fucking heavy Smo is for no reason. Oh, also the Skink Star Priest. I know we didn't build the Oracle from this kit. But I love this guy. I can't wait to paint him. That's why he's still gray, because it's like I need to wait till I'm good enough. All right, now we're gonna get started. Sorry, I'm ecstatic to show off because miniature stuff has genuinely just been a huge part of like my actual history, my actual lore. In the Grem paint, maybe. I feel like you're trying to paint something small would be screen. Yeah, but you go into it knowing it's gonna take like 3 hours or like multiple days of just doing off and on work on it. I need more tiny things on display. And then you get to like play around with stuff like this that I found at a craft store where it's like, yeah, sure, why not? Fucking fluorescent blue paint. Sure. I was painting the tongues for my Seraphon with fluorescence. So if you point a black light at my suit, if you light the arena with a black light, all my guys' mouths will glow. But yeah, just to explain a bit of the hobby, just for me. Like one of the first miniatures that I ever painted, I think I was like, maybe in like 5th grade or 6th grade even. Like it was that long ago where it was like, before we knew what a Donald J. Trump is. Like, the classic. I forgot he was so far buried. Yeah. The metal kobold with the storm wings. He's chipped off now because it's fucking metal and I didn't prime it. But yeah, that was the first one. Then you move on to a classic Space Marine. This is when I started getting into Warhammer, before they did Primaris, which is where they made the Space Marines much taller, and then much cooler. I have a couple of them from when they introduced it. You know, I started getting better around these ages. Didn't have any metal paint yet, which is funny. Nor did I know how to do shading. Look how squat he is. Love these early Space Marines. They're bringing back this helmet design too, with the gas mask thing, the respirator in the front. Love it, but not my favorite. Not my favorite helmet. My favorite's the ones with the bird beaks. The Plague Doctor beaks, because they're so funny. And of course, moving on from that, you got when I started getting into Tyranids. You got the Hive Tyrant. This is I think the best thing, one of the best things I ever painted. It was so long ago too. You got the fucking Hive Tyrant. He's slap chopped with pink. And the blue too. Hell's that? It's one of the Tyranid leaders. I have a winged one too, but I had the winged one from way before, so he doesn't look as cool. A pretty swarm node. Oh wait, is this the Swarm Lord? Is this not a legged Hive Tyrant? I'm an idiot. You might be right. Welcome in, how's your David going? Instead of Swarm Lord. I'm a little stupid. I think Swarm Lord's more form. I thought he was the round Hive Tyrant. Unless he is a Swarm Lord. They might all be the same fucking thing. They might all be the same thing. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you make, like, 3 things with the same kit. It's like the Troglodon that I have. It's like, it could be a Troglodon, it could be an Aggregon, it could be a fucking Carnosaur, it could be whatever you want it to be. And it's done nothing but fun doing. Hey, that's what we do. That's what we're doing here. But to get the 2 miniatures in the last 2 hours. From the Direcast inbox. And like the last step of progression, right before I stopped, was back when I was collecting the Fallout things. Okay. I gaslit myself into playing New Vegas again for streaming, as you know. And as it didn't work, clearly. It's probably a Holocure stream now. This is the shit that would gaslight me into playing it. Because because whatever company did these miniatures, where it's like like they did such, like it looks so good. And it gaslit me into thinking New Vegas was good. And it's super, you can do all this super dusty stuff because it works for the game. It's like this, it's like, it's actually heat, it's fire. And you play the game, it's like, how does the board game have better graphics? The game model looks 10 times, yeah, the game model's got a giant weird fucking bobblehead and then no arm, like no, like width, because they couldn't possibly program armor that has width to it. Now my camera. Bobbing up and down again. Let's move the Grim out of the way. Hopefully I don't scuff up my mouse pad at all. Let's move these. Let's move the card pack out of the way. No, my cards. Apparently you play. I'm sorry. His name is Kixi Taka the Diviner. You actually use the mouse pad. This is actually just on my desk because this desk had a just tiny more bit of grain than my old desk, so I needed something to keep my mouse like from just not giving out. There's a couple streams where we're playing games where like my mouse just stops working. I wonder how I have no idea how Fallout took off. It's definitely like cult classic status. Well, Fallout technically never did because they've gone bankrupt like twice. Because the original devs went bankrupt who made the first 3 or 4. And then once you get to Fallout 3, like the actual named Fallout 3, Bethesda takes over, and Bethesda gets all their money from somewhere. Elder Scrolls, maybe. I always thought Elder Scrolls was way better than Fallout. The only thing is the Elder Scrolls miniature game is stupid. It's exactly the same as the Fallout one, but the miniatures look worse. However, it might all be remedied by the fact that Dirkethus is one of the characters. I'd say the big issue with the Skyrim miniature game is that it's only Skyrim. It's not like Elder Scrolls as a whole. Howard uses rituals to summon infinite money. Yes, Starfield's fucking third DLC comes out in a little bit soon. It's like my brother in Christ. It's over. No Man's Sky has had 4 game overhauls by the time you've released 1 paid DLC. Right, I have a good idea for painting this guy. Because I'm thinking, like, what if we do the traditional chameleon? They haven't abandoned it? No. Same with Fallout 76. Yeah, Fallout 4, if you're gonna just buy a Fallout to get into Fallout, I would say buy 4. It's not worth trying to get 3 or New Vegas to work. At least, 4 will run on most things. It's wild. I go back and play 76 every once in a while because I like a fucking zoinked out character. And I'm gonna be honest, I like the setting of 76. It's very colorful and very fun. I just wish the game didn't look like it was wet. The best way to describe Fallout 76 looks like everything's covered in oil. It's really bad. It's like Fallout. It's like Halo 5 on steroids in terms of like how bad it looks. I like the visual direction is. Did I leave my paint mixer thing? Shit. Hold on. My paint mixer. All that, and I forgot the paint right. Yeah, but so it's gonna be. I want to try to do this sort of color scheme, but like similar to how I did the skull mask that's on Blue Sky, where it's like almost like a cloaking effect. You see people do it sometimes with like the Halo miniature game too, with the Saint Healy, and it looks really cool. Let's see, how do we want to start this? First off, get our basing brush. Or not, that's a joke. Let's see. One is the... It's in the pile of things I grabbed. There we go. Welcome in, Shirley Don. How was your night today? It's a pleasure to see you. It's some matte black. Which, the greatest gag ever. Matte, like, Matte the name so they could trademark it. Let's just do a nice thin coat over this blue shit. It's the greatest gag ever made. The greatest joke ever told in the Warhammer. Because Citadel paint has jumped up in price so much. So it's like you have to like sort of go after alternatives. My name's Matt. Matt Black. So Army Painter is it's a good alternative, especially because its version of contrast paint is only like $5 a bottle instead of being like $8. Which personally is ridiculous. Someone needs to fucking take Games Workshop down a peg. There's no reason it should be $8. Alright, let's see. Did I not? Oh my god. It's an awful pun, I approve. I forgot I didn't fill my water all the way. Guys, buy my 5 ounces of paint for... Yeah, I went to the Games Workshop, like, official location at some point. It's like, oh yeah, two bottles of contrast paint for $8 a bottle. Like, whoa there, tiger. Whoa there, tiger. Do you have orange? I did. I don't. Honestly, I think both my oranges are dried up because I had 2 oranges for Dark Souls because fire. Use it on like the. It's good for like the dancers, the dancer of the Boreal Valley, or like the bonfires and all that. But like, you don't really. Orange probably would have been neat too for these. But like for like if I had just a, the paint's already so expensive, and I went with more pink and blues. So you know, is what it is. On the plus side, when you prime with black, you don't really have to worry about too much just like shit everywhere. This is not coming through at all on the camera. Oh, what am I doing? I need to use my official Citadel miniature holder. What am I doing? The sacrilege of holding it. Pink, blue, and white are great colors. My official Citadel paint miniature holder for small to medium-sized bases. Actually, I think this is just the small base version. They sell versions for like the Dreadnought where it's like this thick. Yeah, so our main colors for the Seraphon is going to be this fucking fluorescent-ass pink that I found. And then we got actual Hydra Turquoise. Where's my Crag? Then McCrag Blue. And then, what does this say? I'm not saying that. that feels like a trap. And our metals are a mix of a couple bronzes. We're kind of doing like a Suisei color palette, like a Hoshimachi Suisei color palette. Why is your paint American? I don't know, but I found it. Citadel doesn't make good fluorescent pinks. They're too grimdark. I think they're too cool for fluorescent pink. I'm gonna keep on knocking this phone over, and I am so sorry. This phone is going to keep getting knocked. I'm moving shit around so I can put my water somewhere. Yeah. Because it should not be down. It can go on the little table with the rest of my drinks. I'm knocking the phone over. If it falls over, it's just going to drop straight onto the table. So if anything, it's just going to get paint all over my old phone. Which it's fine, because the old phone is black and not purple like my new phone. Not light purple. You can hide scuff marks on black. You cannot hide scuff marks on fucking lavender. Purple's goated. I would show you the purple, but I realized that I have a phone case on, and the phone case might be even better. I forgot my phone case might be even better. Like that shit happened. Get the Ellen Joe phone case. Alright, let's see. Oh, is this the one where the fucking coating melted on this paintbrush? That might be why it's all fucked up. Alright, let's see if we can... Let's see how bright we can do... Let's see if we can really amp up the contrast here. People might think you're just really into sharks. I don't care. Tell them Joe. You know, I should have grabbed the generic shit so I could paint the base, but it's fine. You have a blahage. I do not have a blahage. Is it more or less blahage coded, though, to have one-shot and Ori plushies? And the Mitsusune. Possibly even Fuamoko, maybe? Or maybe Miyabi. Oshimi Miyabi. Sinner. Why am I a sinner? Fuck you. Alright, let's see. Where's my sponge? IKEA B plushie. I don't even know where an IKEA would be. Yeah. There we go, some nice McCrag blue. Religious propaganda has gotten to me. Don't trust the Citadel. They'll sell you paint for $20,000. The China IKEA. Oh, you mean the Dunkelskog? Or whatever the fuck it's called? Please. IKEA doesn't have a bear. They have a Dunkelskog. I fucking love the Dunkelskog. Let's see. That we're just gonna take it straight out of the... Alright, fuck it. This is how we're doing it now. New sponge. This is a weird way I saw from, like, I think it's Heresy for Heretics or some shit like that, the channel name is. But for just doing, like, convincing natural space things without an airbrush is just use a sponge. Their channel's very cool, by the way. They're a veteran painter. That's how I learned about fucking army paint, or whatever this brand is that I'm holding. But basically when you use the sponge, it like is both going to be like splotchy, and also it will not really get too deep into like the pores and stuff. Sorry. I'm getting too into the fucking hip shop. Let's see. You're on my TV again. Nice. Now you can see even worse contrast because my ring light to... I keep forgetting I'm not playing a game. So I have to actually look down at my hands for this. Say hi to Elle, please. Hello, Shirley's mom. I said flip off the camera, but I don't do that. Thank you, Blister. It's weird, it's easier to see in my hand when it's like this. Fuck me. I'm gonna keep on punching it. A little fucking iguana with a blow dart. Why are we wobbling? Because my phone stand is like a snake coil. And I keep hitting it with my knuckle. Because it's right in front of me. It's weird. It like comes up weirdly vibrant on the camera, but like it's super washed out. It's so in the way. Yeah, you're in my way. If we can at least get this model to like the point where we're using washes, we can build the next like a skink. Hopefully the Oracle, so we can compare it to, or like Cushy Tauntaun. So that we can we move it on? It's not long enough. That's why you're like so close to, because the snake cord is not very long. We can compare it to the like store-bought version. Because that's another thing with like these like extra games, because like these are clearly from like Dire Chasm or whatever. But Dire Chasm's like $30, and getting this guy alone is like 50. Now I should say. So it's good to like have alternatives for if you just need stuff like that. So a 2x4 contraption. No, because it would be even worse. Because it's not a thin fucking metal wire hanging in front of me. We're not using a 2x4. Let's get some. Hoping to make them a little bright so we can get just a way higher method of contrast. Anything that involves balancing the camera's a no. Let's see where you already got some of each individual color. You just sort of beef it up as you go up the like light spectrum. So just like hit the blues a little bit more with this color I grabbed with the trademarkable name. I don't know. It's fucking, you can do whatever you want. Use whatever off-brand nonsense color you want. You don't have to use the skies of Calidor. It is not necessary. You can use Deco Art Americana pink. I want to paint a 3D model. Oh, you're gonna paint. Look, he can wait. Really freaking not. Welcome in Secretness. How's your night day been going? It's a pleasure to see you. You'd print the elf? What, you mean you wouldn't print cat JPEG ball? You wouldn't print cat JPEG ball. Ugh. Cat JPEG ball was too big for the camera. Even this paint stand is like too big for the camera. Maybe I could turn my light down a little bit so it's not as harsh. Really want that ball. It was like $4. Oh, okay, not yellow, not blue. Maybe like that. Not as bright. Oh, that looks way better. right? Like, I can actually see shit. We're like 7. I'm taking off my wrist thing. So I don't get paint everywhere. You can already barely see my hand as is. I think it's fine. I mean my fake hand. Because I'm Solace Capricornus Andromeda. Little dab of turquoise. Yellow. No, we're not using yellow. It's because Shirley. Hey. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I see why. Never mind, carry on. I see why chat is not being swayed. Okay, let's do a bit of that. You don't even have to use a sponge. You can just use a regular brush, too. Did I just fucking put my hand in the purple? Oh god, I'm not even on the screen. My paintbrush is hitting the... Oh, my hand's so close to being in the purple. This is insane. Amazing sniper figure. You a big fan of Chameleon with blowgun? It's my favorite character in Warhammer. Fuck Marnius Calgar. Fuck Brother Titus. Fuck Sanguinius. Lizard with blowgun. A bit brighter. Don't worry, the fluorescent pink is imminent. Sorry I'm pulling away from the camera. I need to like get it close to my face so I can see. Alright, let's get some more. Let's finally use this purple that's just sitting here. Thing is, I don't have a doesn't appear with the freak. Oh yeah, no, I banned you. You're banned. You're banned. Like that. Like and subscribe for sure. We get totally banned. Florida State's banning. Florida's. Why did I say Florida State? Florida State University banning 6-7. Yeah, I have hands on this stream. You don't even understand how the havoc I could wreak. Do a flip. GG Marine. GG Marine during the HoloLive card unboxing. Can we count the stream as a card unboxing? Because technically we did unbox cards. They're just not random. It just wasn't a mystery what we were gonna get. It was like, I hope we get the cards that you use to play the game. No, you get Mori Calliope. Mori Calliope? It's funny that these guys, despite being the new guys, are smaller than the... I'm hoping they use the tail for the camouflage effect. Because how I did that mask was that there was like a bunch of white, and then it was all like completely different color palettes. I'm hoping like right here-ish to just do that layer of white and to have all this be the space. That's because there is a weird way of doing space that I saw that it might be super neat. Now Giddy's a chameleon and on a stick, and we have a chameleon that isn't on a stick. That would be much better for this. But I think this chameleon is very funny looking. I like the way this chameleon looks. This is the most movement chat's ever had. By the way, you considered a lightener or a darkener. I think honestly I could be both, because this would be like my lightener form, and then the one the outfit I use for the Dark Souls streams, where it's like the fantasy like Bloodborne outfit. I think that would be darkener. Like I got my two forms. Let's be honest here, the weird fucking milk cat can be a lightener, then so can Solace, Capricornus, and Drop. They're furry lighteners. Yeah, there was exactly one human lightener. Gotta push the ball out a little further. For how close I'm getting to this, my faces might appear on the stream. Still just painting the bisexual flag. No. I know the painting's very out of focus. I don't know how to make it in focus because I adjusted the lighting and everything too, even. But like try to... It's already at a very high resolution. I don't know cameras. She likes your painting. Thank you. I'm still relearning. We're trying to capture our boy here's energy of his fucking awesome shield. Which is why that's why I brought up the old miniatures to like gauge where I want to get back to. Because like like being in my youth and doing this like in like high school. This was sick. A combination of like washes and shitty acrylics over metal. Like that's like reflective silver paint. But I started doing that a lot in the Dark Souls too, is if you wash down it, it looks so like interesting. When you wash down the reflectiveness and like naturally wear it down. I've been trying to with like a reddish brown wash for the Seraphon regular guys, but it's not working out too well. Well, welcome in, Vincent Young. Vincent, how's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. Let's see, should we have painted the fucking big spiky guy first? I know he's sharp and would probably break all my brushes, but he's funny. In this whole adventure, I realized I forgot white. I realized that I forgot white. Alright, give me a second. Any white paint pens? No. I have shitty acrylic from forever ago. What? While I was over there, I did grab some shit for the terrain, so I guess it wasn't a horrible adventure. I'm literally just transferring all of the resources from my old desk to my new desk. Just for this. Itself has come to an end. Alright, have a wonderful rest of your night today. It was a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining us. This stream turned out to certainly be something. And thank you for enjoying the ride with me. Without further ado, I bid thee adieu. Have a nice night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So shut the fuck up. Yeah, I just got like, I have these from forever ago. They're like, it's like definitely not miniature paint. It does not stick very well. But for tiny weird details and like stuff where the paint doesn't have to be thin, these are pretty good. For just that. I'm not going the racist all over that. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, did you see the me someone made in Tomodachi Life where they made it the fucking Tim Pool? Someone made the Tim Pool tweet. Like, as the me's face. They just made a big rectangle and made it a fucking Tim Pool tweet. And drew on the verification circle. And everything is the stupidest look. Oh my god. I'm so glad that someone has to make a YouTube tutorial on how to make a tweet. How to make a me that's a tweet. Let's see if that tiny little speck of turquoise is... Okay, good. Let's see if I can just, like, lighten up his elbow a little bit. I wonder if I could make a growl look great in Tomodachi Life. My two demo guys were Nico One Shot and Ori. Which were also two of my starting guys for Miitopia. So it turns out I'm not that creative. There we go. I'll say hi to my cat. Hello, Shirley Cat. How has your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. I'm Zuyuan. Zuyuan? Why do you have Zuyuan? Are you a big Zuyuan enjoyer? You know, I had a blue wash that would probably make this much easier. I'm holding on to this light real quick. By the way, if you happen to get into Age of Sigmar from this somehow, the chameleons are called the Hunters of Huanchi. If you want to paint your own chameleon, you can buy a Hunters of Huanchi kit. I think literally this is just stolen from that kit. This print. Or this mold. This is just stolen from the Hunters of Huanchi kit. Honestly, he's coming out pretty dang good. Can we make gold chip? Gold chip! Gold chip, gold chip, gold chip! Action! Let's see. What was the thing I wanted? Okay, where's the white at? Where's some nice titanium white? Pretty colors. I really like this. Again, go subscribe. If you want to see some real fucking good Warhammer, subscribe to Heresy for Heretics. He does all sorts of like crazy fucking fluorescence and like all these insane looking models. And that's where this like airbrushless galaxy technique came from. That I've been trying to learn for my space lizards. Where's the thinner brush? This one. This will do. Oh, it's a little fucked up. Oh, this paintbrush is a little fucked up. You mean he painted something with Vegemite? Yeah. It came out really good because it just ended up being like a weird dark brown wash. The only miniature I think you could get away with that, though, on is a Space Marine. I do not think you could get away with doing that on a... like a demon or something. The Space Marines, as we saw, they're very simple. Like their shapes are. Like it's just bulbous, rectangular, like just giant parts. Let's see if we can just have this be a good, like, we can just turn this into like a gradient. Oh, it's just a wall figure. Running now, and your shadows start to grow. Is this the official version? I'm gonna skip it just in case. Just in case. Just in case, we'll move past that. I forgot there's one Deltarune song that is lyrics. Or two, technically. Same song, but one of them sang by Teddy. You know, she's actually a really good singer. I have one of her songs, I have one of her covers in my playlist. The brush is a little fucked up. We can go back and then it intros a song. Hey yo, pass the aux. I got something we can listen to. I got some fire. I got some heat fire we could listen to. now time for our feature presentation. He's never gloomy. You can't get this from an egg. Coming straight from your house. Need like a fucking magnifying glass. This is not a good stars brush. Keep some of the big ones, but I need anyone that like is thinner. We should give Soul a monocle. I need to like, well, on this, put my ring light straight down on this. You can see the whole. Are you fucking kidding me? The ring light up here is the method. How do I keep it up here? Oh, I cannot balance it on that. Can I wear it as like a hat? Duct tape. Well, it's floating in the air. There's nothing to hook it to. The 2x4 contraption. Oh, fuck yourself. Hold on. Now we're 2.5 hours in. Flashlight. That was my knee. It's a bit better, right? I can see better. At the very least, we can get this fucker done. You can see the scales. Yeah, it's a bit better. By the way, this is 100% just a light. I found an extra light. That's whatever. I already got you all. I already got you to like and subscribe. I don't need to convince you. Ow. I whipped myself in the chest with a light. Yippee! Do I have... I don't got all these thin boys. Do I got a real thin boy? Yeah. I don't think I do, so I think we're just gonna have to... Are you hurting yourself? Because it's like a headlamp just hanging out on my, It's just on my neck. And it fell off its little thing. By the way, the Spamton OST, you feel relaxed? The sound of ominous phones. Soul's a femme man. We cannot canonize this. I need more titanium white. Too late. Stars are hard. I took off my wrist brace because I thought it'd be like Piccolo where I get my powers. Okay, high key, the stand kind of helps. High key, stand helps a little bit. These inside jokes, yeah. You forget the inside jokes a week after they're made, so it's funny just having a list of like all the shit that's been said, because I have no idea what the horse queen is either. I have no clue what the horse queen is. Oh god, look how good it looks with the, like, having just the end like, on the camera. It like looks so much more there's a method called we're going to do like a jiffy version of it for this, for the stars, but it's a method usually called lap chop. I actually have an example of this. Yeah, I know you love it when I get up and run somewhere real quick. This whole stream. Why is Alice Timefeld? You put Alice Timefeld on the end. Here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. So I'm not just saying paint terms and expecting you to go with what I'm saying. There's a method called slap chop, which is if you want to get things done quick with army painting, you know, I know we're like loving our creatures and all that, but sometimes you gotta like, you know, pick up the pace. So let me use the really old, like my first Space Marine model as an example. You see him? Look at our boy. He's got like this sort of like flat red. And like it's fine, it does its job, but you base him in the red, then you go over with a wash twice, like once or twice. And you base him, then you base it in red, or the dry brush it in red, I guess. And then one more time with the this is a hard thing to see. Let me steal my ring light again. There we go. Yeah, see here how it's like got like natural shadows and all that. That's from slap chopping. God, this stream sucks. God, I remember the switch from 7th to 8th edition. Look what they did to the Space Marine. Look what they did to him. Space These are the same guy. But they're technically not the same guy. One's a firstborn and one's a secondborn. Oh, look what they did to him. Also, I think this is from the 9th edition, if we're getting really specific. I think this is the 9th edition version. Because he isn't afraid to be in a pose. Goddamn, those 8th edition Space Marines kind of sucked, but not gonna lie. It was one of the things that like got me to try to leave Primaris behind. Because it was this style of posing where they just don't really like do anything. But with the lack of like fun baubles and stuff. Like this is covered in like the sanguineous marks with the like the little blood things and the wings, and they got all the charms and everything. It was these where they're simple and they were in generic poses. They were they were super like they were really unfun to look at. Space Marine 2, the game though, did them justice, I think. Like made them look cool. And now they look cool clearly in the miniature form. And now they're getting the same customization features that the original ones had. Because before you had to just kind of kit bash with your old helmets to make the Primaris guys look neat. Seraphon are much better with their like big guy, with their like new versus original, where it's like this is like clearly this is like an upgrade. Which the Space Marine, then now the Space Marine's an upgrade, but like initially it was like a weird. And also with the Space Marines, statistically they were different too. Because you could still play your old Space Marines, but they had less health, less range, and did less damage. Where the new Space Marines were fucking busted. Before like 9th and 10th edition. The new Space Marines are fucking broken as shit. It was insane how good the Space Marines. So now what we're gonna do? Are you solely forklift certified? It's okay, so knocked the camera out of place. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is bad. Is it like too much forward? What's different about it now? Other than the fact it's falling over. And the fact it's actively falling. However, this cool spacey effect is going to involve these fuckers right here. Because something that contrast paint is, so to explain it as best as my noob knowledge is, it's basically water. They're basically washes that sort of harden with high pigment. There was a way better way of explaining that. Why didn't I just start like that? That they're washes with high pigment. God damn it. It's fucking cords everywhere. Let me crack the other one open because we're going to want a wet blend. By the way, these are officially called pots. Is the Citadel paint? They're not bottles, they are pots. What is wash? It's basically water that like tints. Like you'll see it a lot for like just like a brown or a black. It's super thin and it just sort of like tints and highlights shadows and stuff. We're going right here in black. Null oil, colored water basically, but it's still paint. So what they advertised contrast paint though is that it's easier to use. Because you just layer it and then layer it and then layer it. Then you have your shadows and all that already done. The neat idea. It's just like a new age thing, so I clearly didn't get into it. A bit more of that maroon in there. Now that we got stars, they're tinted. You know, because you still got the stars we added earlier. We can now go over with a bit more white. I'm grabbing the end of this paintbrush. Then do a second layer of stars in a different area. And then have one more contrast color at the ready, which I have a non-red to go for. It's great. Plum is pretty. I appreciate the I appreciate Warpaint not having like weird Warhammer themed names, so you don't get like Agron Supremacy Tan or anything. It's just like Fun Plum. Or instead of like Orc Hide, Forest Green, Wolfstone Glow, Plum or Pear. What can I eat, though? In this economy? Scraggled red. Swear to God, that might be a real color. The official color of the Blood Angels is Mephiston red. They were pretty close. Oh shit, I messed up already. Yeah, fuck. If I sponged on some white, it would have looked better. You know, we can add some more stars and do another layer to it. I don't see what's stopping us other than the fact that we're gonna go over time on one guy. So what I'm exasperated about doing is that you could also do a nice cloudy space effect with the sponge again. Ew. Let me just dip this RULZ craft foam into water here. It's I feel extra old doing a painting stream. I don't know why. Every time you see fucking Warhammer, it's always like 40-year-olds doing it. You do this. And now you got like a nice, can't fucking see that at all. But you can kind of see it, like this white, like, haze. Isn't cosplay foam as a sponge? Yes. Sponges are too porous. Cosplay foam is more. I think I have a spare RULZ horn lying around. That made it too big. We could use a spare. We could use a big spare RULZ horn. Bizarre. So I got a lot of this shit left. You don't really use it when you use a printed face. If you're making a big fucking Disney furry, you can use it. But we're not making a big Disney furry, are we? Hot damn. Can I eat the horn? No. Actually, yeah. I don't have any use for it. It almost fucked up my cosplay too, because I glued that horn on, fully convinced it was the right size. The horns I made felt really small. I also made them like a banana. If that makes any sense. Alright, now let's go over. Where's the purple at? There we go. Purple swarm. The Tyranid we showed off earlier was a mixture of Tyranid tongue and Screamer pink, I think. The only problem is I would have totally did Screamer pink for these guys. But Screamer pink is really like maroon. Again, Warhammer does not have good. They had to add an update in one of the content drops for Space Marine 2 that added a pink. Because there just isn't like a good Games Workshop pink. You said they didn't have Warhammer name. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. If I hit this again, it's good. I'm amazed it only crashed once and it has not fallen over. It's some... So this is an alternative to contrast pink called speed paint, or contrast paint called speed paint, where it's a couple bucks cheaper. It's not going to be the same colors clearly, but if you can find alternatives in something like Valero or Army Painter, definitely go for it. There we go. Now we got a kind of nice, like a layered space effect on the tail. I do think I want to dip into the white a little bit here. It would stop fucking hardening up every time I didn't use it. I'm amazed the stream is even working out, because the fucking camera didn't work earlier. Supposed to becoming a Warhammer streamer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Look, I just publicly like Warhammer. I definitely wait till I can fix the whole focusing issue and all that. This is definitely a good test for doing this. Just fucking... Only the fucking Sigmar gods would know how many of these fuckers I still have left to paint. I used my primer box to bring all this shit over here fast. Which is basically just the thing I take outside to spray paint, to put some spray primer on it. Miniatures, and there's so many of these fucking things. We could do these streams for like months. These guys don't even, you can't even play these guys in Warhammer, in Age of Sigmar. The Seraphon Knights don't even exist anymore. I have like 10 of these. I got a Space Marine still. I got, I think, about 30 Tyranids. Ignore my Age of Sigma messages, because I'm done humoring Age of Sigma. It's been too long. No longer humoring Age of Sigma. Let's see if I can make the fade a little cleaner. Never humored them. I was humoring them all yesterday. Little bugger. Sorry. I keep holding it close to me, not realizing it's not on the camera. It is insane. Again, it's insane Mori Calliope was able to do this in pink rubber gloves. The color doesn't matter, but it's funnier. We can totally refine this look. I love the pink side on this one. I think maybe his knee needs to be turquoise, or like right here maybe. He has a professional setup. Not when she was doing her, I don't know when she moved or something, but she explained her setup once, and it was the funniest thing I've ever heard. Because it was a closet PC tower with the mouse pad and the mouse on top of it. Hunched over, staring at the monitor on the floor. Was the original explanation for the Mori Calliope freaking setup. Like, bitch, you live like this? I thought my setup was bad. To be fair, it is a recording closet too, so it'll make the audio good. Surely. Me? Playing with my toy. Graham, I need you. Sea salt. Let's see if we can't base this terrain. This is going to be the next step here as well, so we can like clean up a lot of the... But I did something similar to this with, I have an Ori figure. I never finished painting because my paint, at the time, sucked. The paint game was not great. Because I was stuck with, all my miniature paints were pretty dead, so I just had, like, hobby paint. Not the same. Not the same, dog. Don't work. Sort of, like, passed on that. Sorry, chat. The actual terrain came out nice, though. And we got all sorts of greens now? Hobby paint? No, just, like this shit, where it's more for, like, like canvas than... I shouldn't be calling that stuff shitty. It was like $10 a bottle. Back in the day. Back in the day, that was expensive as fuck. I should have painted this with fucking gouache. I still have gouache left over from my traditional art class. To paint all this shit with gouache. Look, if Heresy for Heretic can do it with can paint with Vegemite, I can paint with gouache. It's just kind of like paint. Are they selling 3D printer filament? Nice. You can find a bunch of Warhammer model rips on like 3D modeling for printing websites. Because of how, especially because of how expensive it gets to like mass army build. People will just print out their, like, bitch units. They're like their dreadnoughts. Oh no, Imperial Knights are the worst. That's the one people print out. Dreadnoughts are big cubic mechs, but they're like $3 billion. I'm just basing it in brown. Yeah, the only thing you won't have is like Age of Sigmar has like physical cards clearly, even for like the base game, and then the but otherwise, like for your bitch units, if you just want a bunch of fucking Space Marines, you just need a bunch of intercessors. Please find a way to screw over Games Workshop is what I'm saying. Games Workshop fucking sucks. They make Warhammer, by the way. I hate Games Workshop so much. Such a fucking sham. I don't care if I get paint on the hands, I just don't want to get paint on the tail. I should have saved the tail for last. This is so stressful. Maybe if I get the lighting situation sorted out, we could just make this a mini series, just painting the Dire Chasm box. Figured this shit out. You can go back to the painting soul. All right, have a wonderful rest of your night or day. It was a pleasure to see you. Thank you for coming by. $70 figure for $5 filament. Yeah, no, it gets bad. Dad, I can no longer take this song seriously. I know it's like the big. I saw fucking someone was doing like a first time playthrough of Undertale. And then there's this dude who's like, this is his first time playing Undertale, but he made his character's name just the. He was he was a black dude, but he made his character's name the N-word. So he was genuinely like heartfelt, like so invested, reading out all the dialogue. But every time his fucking character's name came up in this speech at this point in the game, oh god, it's so good. You're just so passionately like, I don't want to fight you anymore. I can no longer hear this song without thinking that guy's stream. This is definitely not. What in the suit of regalia is? Okay, no, wait, this is Undertale. Let's say what in the bum ass suit of regalia is this song? What do you mean this figure is more than? What are you looking at? Where one figure's going for $300? You better send this to me. It's just more like this Salamander Dreadnought. Oh. Is it like a pre-painted Dreadnought, or is it from the Warhammer Games Workshop website? If it's like pre-built or pre-painted, then it's gonna be like... the price is gonna be a little fucked. Yeah, because it's like embodied. It's a sizable model though. Not are big. And the Salamander's one, you get like flamethrowers and the stickers that go on it too. Not even stickers, they're like patches. You have to like melt them on. I can never figure it out for my Blood Angels back in the day. I was too stupid as a child. Figure out how the patches worked. Yeah, it may be stupid. Nah, don't worry. I used to look at the Games Workshop's web store in Australian currency on accident. I like made it the default to my account defaulted to be Australian. Everything cost way more in Australian dollars. Sorry, chat. My paintbrush got tangled in your cord. You're touching my cord. It's like the fucking... You ever see that image of the fucking gumball machine with the cat face on it, where it's... fucking twist... fucking... twist my knob, twin. Chew my ball. I need to steal some of these designs for OCs. The Warhammer... Oh, you need some Grimdark inspo? Go to Warhammer. Warhammer got you. Like, you could tell me the Space Marines as iconic as Mario and I would believe you. Was it also for 40k you could use some super unique designs are these Sisters of Battle, which are like the woman Space Marine surrogates, because they didn't design them with gender in mind, and then they're like, oh yeah, they're all just dudes, whatever. They're big, burly fucking robot tanks. And so eventually, like, okay, well, let's introduce the Sisters of Battle. They got some great, like, knight designs. They got what they have what I love about the Blood Angels, which is like the mechanical wings. Like the jetpacks with the huge fucking wings. And they got the German, like, helmets. Like the fucking... like... whatever they're called. The only thing is you don't want their tanks. I wouldn't invest in their army because you do not want their tanks are a little fucked. Where it's like a guy crucified upside down on a like fucking BDSM board with crab legs. Like it's like the most fucking strange looking, upsetting vehicles. Yeah, the sisters battles are so cool when you neglect half of their units. And also keep all their helmets on. Because it's mandatory that they all have the same weird, they all have the same, like, dorky looking haircut. Where it's like a dense bob. A dense white bob. That only looks decent in trailers. You know what looked great in trailers? The chaplain with the jump pack. From the newest trailer they just released. For a new edition coming out. So the Warhammer, they're chaplains, religious figures, you know, like your priest. Warhammer chaplains, basically the Space Marine equivalent to Ghost Rider. But with giant fucking Codex Astartes, which is effectively the Space Marine Bible. Chained to like a mace or some bullshit. They have a new Primaris chaplain with jump pack. Which they had a named chaplains with jump packs before. It was a really old model. He looked really cool because he was a fucking behemoth of a unit. Did you show that? I showed the chaplain on the motorcycle. Where he literally was Ghost Rider. I have some of the regular motorcycles that aren't the chaplain. You know, the chaplain on the motorcycle is so fucking funny. And they all have like melee weapons. They're gonna joust you on their giant fucking bat cycle. It's like the Christopher Nolan bat cycle is just a big fucking rectangle. Like S-rank Billy Kid. He's so cool. I'm upset though that he's rupture physical. And they're gonna make all the bosses like immune to rupture physical. I'm still gonna pull from them. What's really weirdly sad is his guns are intelligent constructs. And Ramiel killed one of his guns. Or turned one of his guns into the feather. So he's now out for vengeance. For his other gun. He abandoned his guns. No, he's got one gun, but his other gun was destroyed. Ramiel, not Ramiel. Ramiel? What was the girl's name? The demon girl. When she stopped time and turned all the shit into feathers. She turned one of his guns into a feather. So he still has one gun left. But it's also his guns are living. As we saw in one of the previous chapters. He has one gun, so 1 times the accuracy. Yeah, but he's also got a giant fucking, like, lane landing blade. Like, he's got that giant, like, road spike the size of his arm now. And a motorcycle. Hey, by the way, I'm so glad I pulled Lucia. Because guess who's going to work perfectly with Lucia? S-rank Billy. Because Lucia is great for buffing Rupture. And it's like the one good, other than like Pan Yu and Yinu. Alright, let's... I want to end the stream, but I just want to finish this guy. Let's at least finish the dude up here a little bit, so let's get some metal. We got Screaming Bell and Balthazar Gold. Ignore the big paid sticker. Welcome in, James. How's your night today been going? It's a pleasure to see you. What an 11th hour edition. I was thinking about what we were going to do next, wrapping up the stream or not. Welcome to testing out the camera setup. It's super bad, I know it is, but we're living. We're living, we're just having a great time. Putting together some little guys. I'm just having a good time. I tried Lucia and like does her ult suck or am I just bad at using it? You have to hit it at the beginning of it. It is also a buff too. It is weird. You have to like hit it good. You could switch out of her ult. Oh yeah, like the Orphean Magus, where they're meant to like be up, where you can immediately like switch off whenever you do their attack, and they just keep on doing it. I get exactly what you mean. You can also read an explanation for what each moves do. I just have no idea what they do. Especially for the Seraphon, I really like doing these more like reddish colors for metal. Like using reddish metal with like an accent. Just spam until I win. Same. That's kind of how he plays on this though. That's why you see no one ever talking about the... No one ever talks about the game, they always talk about the physics. I still like the game though. I like playing it. I wouldn't have so many polychrome otherwise. I wouldn't be able to pity break Billy Kid already. Aria, why do you hate birds? How's your day been? Wow. Yeah, it's been... You know, it's certainly going. Been a nice time trying to get this fucking HandCam thing to work. And even then, it doesn't even stay in focus most of the time. Fucking Google scamming with their Google Pixel 6. My actual phone's a Pixel 9. Maybe, you know, we're just testing it out. Testing the waters, building and painting some dire chasm. 6'9". I'll go jump off a bridge now. Honestly, I really love this fucking color scheme so much. They're like just the teal and the pink with the purple and stuff is so like, god damn, is it hard to see? They said this is the best camera on the market. About like 4 years ago, but still. Should not be this fucking lackluster. Let me see if we can get some of this groundwork done. I'll clean it up on my own time. Not a lot of metal on the iguana. Or, yeah. See if we can get some nice angel green and warpstone. Oh. Maybe even add a little bit of blue to the terrain. Oh, little dots of fluorescent, maybe? Maybe put that on the chameleon. Maybe that's what differentiates him, so we dot him up with fluorescence instead of the stars. Because it feels weird to dot him up with the stars like the Seraphon, like the Saurus. Because his tail is already like the fading into the space colors. So it'd be a little weird. A teeny bit. See if we can just wash this over. The Angel's Delusion colors. Then you'll be awesome. Anything to piss off the lore gatekeepers. They're like, you can't play that army unless it's the canonical colors. I've seen that a few times on Warhammer. Like, fuck you, I got the fucking cotton candy trans pride Tyranids. That are neon blue and pink. Go, my bisexual lizards. It truly is something that the genders took all the gender flags took all the cool colors. Oh, but now we can go, my bisexual lizards. And trans Tyranids. Guys, Woke took all the good color palettes. I mean, for real, but in a good way. So that we could see the straight pride flag be black and white. This horrible, stupid looking color. Although I will say a lot of those flag colors are just like we can have some variety. We don't all need to be pink and blue. Not all of us need to be some version of pink and blue. We can have some variety. I should have waited on the dry brush. Alright, chat. It's getting a little late here. Honestly, if I just clean this up, maybe this guy will go up on Blue Sky, you know, the platform where I post all my art and stuff. I posted my other three little bastards on Blue Sky in the description and stuff, you know. Who the fuck's making meme edits of my fucked up lizard man? Anyway, though. Oh, let me pick up my ring light again, because that seems to be what makes it go back into focus. It does block me, though. Yeah, if I just clean this up a little bit. They want to share these friends, probably. You know what I'm saying? I think we did good today, chat. Look at this. Can't. Looks big. Yeah. Just spackle them up a little bit. Of course, I'm going to have to move all this back to my other desk, but... Yeah, I like doing neat streams sometimes. But for now... Without further ado, thank you all for coming. It was lovely to see you. I do hope to see you again next week or some other time, maybe. Maybe paint out the rest of these skink guys, the fucking screaming guy staring into the air. Hold on, where's the box at? This guy. We can come back for this fucker. Him screaming with his orb. My orb! He said. Where's the screaming head? It's over here. He's screaming about his orb, chat. Alright. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Don't forget to follow on Blue Sky and all that. Like and subscribe, maybe. And without further ado, I bid thee adieu. Have a nice night. One down. I moved it. I moved it again. And I didn't dox myself. Let's fucking go.